recording?
Yep. Okay, you're saying this is the pond.
Yeah, there's a little pond back there they used to have. I think they mainly dug that just for the cattle. And then, anyway, I think this is the building Papa Jim, he was making window screens last few years there. And, but that was some of his workshops. This was, I think this area, at one time, this was all a pig pen. We're here.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't remember, I think they had chickens in that pen over there. And I don't remember if that was just a storage, I believe. But anyway, so that white house up there in front is where Papa Jim, or my dad, grew up. And then next door to it, there's an empty slab, but that's where they had a grocery store. On this side of that house...
Wait, say again? On which side?
On this side of that white house was where I think my dad and them grew up when they were little bitty, when they were, you know, up to 10 years old or so maybe. And that was a little bitty old house that Papa Jim and them lived in first. And then they built the White House, and then they were building other houses. There's 6 of them that they built to rent. And then they built the grocery store right there in the middle. And then they had it for a few years, and then they built their main house right here. And then they retired, and then they leased out the grocery store to somebody else who was running it as a grocery. And then it burned down. It had an electrical fire one night, and it burned down, and so just a slab there now. So, I don't know. And that's, but I don't know if you got it on the first one or not. But they got a lot of land back through here where they used to have cattle. And then I know Dad, when Dad was little, they'd go back there to those trees way back in the woods. And
oh, wow, really?
you know, I'd like to go back there because he always talked about a creek back there that he used to hang out around, and they'd go fishing in, and way back there. And I've never gone that far back because when I was young, this field was all corn. Back behind their house, this was all cornfields. And so every time I'd go in it, I'd see these like 2-foot rats, and they'd scare me, and so I wouldn't go too far back because I didn't know what was going to find.
2-foot rats with a nitra?
Oh, they were huge. There was rats with their tails. They were probably 3 feet long with their tails.
They're nitra rats, right?
I don't know. I think they were just big old rats. Huh? You want to go back there?
Oh,